A farmer's life is tied up in their land. David Ketzenberg is one of those farmers. 4 generations ago, his family lost their farm after the Civil War. In 2015, David bought it back.
We came from nothing, and I was afraid I was going to lose what we had and be nothing again.
That fear changed Ketzenberg.
I was just barking at people, getting upset over nothing, and then you just got to come to the realization that money isn't everything, but as a farmer it is. I actually had a friend call me and told me, older friend, and he told me, he said, "David, I'm worried about you. I've dealt with this. Don't be ashamed to go get help." And I did.
Ketzenberg went to the doctor to be treated for depression, but not all farmers have the confidence or resources to do this. Many struggle with their mental health, but because of a community that would judge them for opening up, don't feel like they can talk about it. In the small communities that farmers live in, word can get around fast. Dr. Val Farmer, a clinical psychologist who specializes in rural communities, says this can lead to isolation.
In a community of 4,500 or less, there's no anonymity. Some of them would avoid other people in the community, avoid church, avoid social events because their emotions were so raw that they didn't trust themselves in public, and so they would go into themselves.
Another stressor farmers face is the financial burden of the business, especially in 2019. Income for farmers is lower, and the price of operation is increasing. These poor financial conditions can cause farmers to lose money fast. With that comes a loss of identity. Melinda Bastian is a farmer whose family has had to create contingency plans in case disaster would strike.
What happens if we do hit another 80s farm crisis and lose everything? Then what have you worked for your entire life? And that's the thing, is farming isn't just a job, it's a whole life. And if you lose everything you've worked for, that's pretty depressing, and that leads to a whole nother level of crisis.
Ketzenberg has seen the financial pressures change the community.
Yes, they have to be successful. Yes, they have to generate income, but at what price? When farming was still a community and not just get it in, get it out, profit, profit, profit. It was a way of life. And that generation taught me how to cuss, smoke, drink, and how to be a good person. That community is gone.
Unfortunately, tough times for farmers aren't going to just go away. For Ketzenberg, going and seeing someone to get the help he needed lessened the blow of the already rigorous lifestyle of a farmer. He hopes his vulnerability will set an example for those who need help after him. With producer Emily Aiken, Jacob Douglas, KBIA News, Monroe City.
Our stress reliever is our cattle. When we have a bad day, this is where we go. Especially her, I'll come home and she'll be out in the middle of the pasture brushing cattle.